Welcome to Books Under Your Bed. I'm Wesley McCraw. Today I'm going to review one of my personal favorites. It's a movie that a lot of people haven't seen. Its budget was $800,000, which is minuscule for really compared to anything today. It came out in 1995, so I was 15 when it came out. It's directed by Gregg Araki, and that film is The Doom Generation. Definitely one of my favorites, and so I'm going to tell you why it was not appreciated very much when it was first released. There wasn't very many reviews when it first came out, but one of the people who reviewed it was Roger Ebert. He gave it 0 out of who knows how many stars. He did not like it. He thought it was an abomination that glorified violence. He pointed out that he didn't necessarily have any problem with any of the content that was in the film, but he did have a problem with the cynicism and the nihilism and the whole perspective of the filmmaker. Obviously, those qualities are what make the film, so he kind of completely missed the point. The movie stars James Duval, Rose McGowan, and Johnathon Schaech. The basic setup is that there's these two teenagers, Amy Blue and Jordan White. They're kind of studies in contrasts. Amy is angry and depressed, and Jordan is more of a think positive, glass half full type person, but they're both disaffected youth that are partying, hanging out at the club. They end up picking up a hitchhiker named X, or Xavier Red. The three of them end up on the run from the authorities. All that said, I don't think that this film is focused on plot. I don't even think it's focused on character. What it is focused on is creating a mood, uh, attitude, and exploring ideas about American culture. I would qualify this as a queer punk film. It's not necessarily about punk music, but it is about a rejection of mainstream culture and creating a culture of your own that talks about the real experience of your social group. Teenagers, especially queer teenagers, really felt adrift in the 90s and felt like there was not necessarily a reason for their existence, and that is what this film explores. The wasteland that is America is fucked up, and there's not necessarily anything you can do about it, and it's not fair or fun or what you want, but that's the world that we're living in. I think that all of these ideas are even more relevant today than they were in 1995. That's some of the reasons why this movie resonates with me. But on top of all of that, the movie is fun. It's profane and exciting and sexy. It's absurd and filled with deadpan comedy, quotable lines, lots of lines that I could never put on YouTube. It's just an interesting, splashy, great film. So that leaves the question, why did so many people hate it? I think there's a few reasons for that. One, it's rejecting the mainstream. It's a queer film. It's violent, and oftentimes disgusting. It's not trying to endear you to the characters, even though I like all the characters a lot. But also, it's a stylized film, and not everyone gets when a filmmaker creates his own aesthetic and reality. People find it unrealistic, or that the filmmakers aren't very good at creating hyper-realism. And that's just very obviously not the point of this movie. It's working in dream logic, it's exploring feelings and ideas that being hyper-realistic just does not accomplish. If you go in with that idea, I think that you'll love this film. This film is definitely edgy still, but I think you'll see that the edginess is for a purpose. The filmmakers understand what they're doing and want to make a film that is meaningful, even though the society around it is meaningless. Hopefully, this gives you some insight into the Doom generation and why I love it. I hope you get to see it. It's on the Criterion channel. It recently had a 4K remaster, so go out and find it and watch it. It's a queer classic that is underappreciated and needs to be seen by more people. Thanks.